everybody! Today was a day when I really didn't want to use my brain cells, so I decided, hey, let's go for the more experimental games of the Vampire the Masquerade Games Jam. So, first of all, we're gonna start with VTM Strangers in the Night. This is the game. I have a feeling that it's stupid and short. It has no sound, so I added some epic battle music for extra stuff. You run straight into a young man. He's agitated by the perturbance. Hey, watch it, man. How about we play Dentures and Dominatrix instead? No. Alright. I am a terrible role player. Can I just roll the dice to get past him? Okay, so that would be persuasion and charisma roll. He ignores you. Sorry. How about we speak like a people person? Placated by your honeyed words, he laughs it off and lets you go by. Woo! Well done. Yeah, what about if we punched it? Woo! Alrighty. This has been Strangers in the Night by ZZZ Firefox. Yay! To be fair, the art is very amusing. I kinda wish that this epic action background music was inside the game for extra thematic value, and I also wish that it wasn't so short, because I do like a good joke game. You know, everybody went super serious with the jam, and a joke game would be kinda nice sometimes. Next one up is a Feast of Archangels, and Feast of Archangels has not described itself at all, so I am tiny bit worried, but you know. Hello friend, my name is Kocht. I am the sole creator of Feast of the Archangels, an interactive novel made for the Vampirejam that I hope you will enjoy. My only purpose, you don't need an OU, you just want to know there. With the Feast of the Archangels was to tell the story you will find inside. The story that I hope will warm your heart, fill your mind with inspiration, and hopefully will stay in your memory. The story of Feast of the Archangels takes place in the world of darkness, a TTRPG setting where creatures of horror take. I think you want to say take, not tahe. It's spelled with a K. And are able to take the front place and are able to tell their stories. The story in particular is about vampires from Vampire the Masquerade branch of World of Darkness. This is a story about faith, beauty, and things that happened ages ago. Because of that, certain elements may trigger different reactions. As a gesture of my care for you, dear reader, here are the triggering elements. Blood, religious fanaticism, etc. Okay, I will make sure not to get triggered by etc. That's... If you're able to play through the story, dear reader, I hope that you will enjoy it. During the jam, I was able to only finish 1/7 of the game, so this is basically a permanent demo. With love, Kocht. The game was created as part of, the Arc Pack, which is very big. I am ready to play. I will play the story as Eric, a vampire embraced by the clan Toreador. Eric was embraced many years ago. When the story takes place, he is a neonate, fully in control of his decision, free to do what he wants. Eric is a young adult from Canada in his late 20s. Thanks to his accepting parents, he could freely explore his queerness, which gave him the confidence a lot of people in similar position to him lack. He is aware of his privilege, which makes him disassociate a lot when he ponders on ways in which more people could live like him. He isn't ready to take action on his own, though. Oh, seems like a Toreador, alright? A Feast of the Archangels is a story that takes place... Yep, I think we already read this. The world of BTM is vast and its lore is even bigger. Luckily, dear reader, This here story will focus on one place, Toronto, Canada, in the year 2016. Oh, the happy good old days when we didn't have the mega sauce pandemic out. And we'll touch on a small story of the Nephilim cult, so no big camera Lanark Sabbath Second Inquisition plot, just a simple fun story about a religious cult. The Nephilim are a cult of an old vampire called Mikhail, back from the times of medieval Constantinople. Mikhail, also known as Michael, had a dream where him and his two lovers could live in peace with humanity. You can read more about the Nephilim in the Cults of the Blood Gods book by Onyx Path Publishing. According to old lore, Toronto was ruled by the Sabbath with Anarch presence. In this story, I assume that Sabbath is away. Anarchs were evicted by the Camarilla, and the prince is of rather docile kind, which allows the Nephilim to do what they want. Okay, so you know who you are and you know what's the story so far. There's nothing more from me than to wish you good luck and send you on your merry way. Have fun. 23rd of September, Friday night. There is a place in Toronto, somewhere safe, somewhere dark. It's your... That's not how you spell haven. You don't need the E there. I mean the E that's right after A, not the E after B. Your temple and the place in which you come to on life again. You wake up from the day slumber fresh. The beast inside of you is very quiet, as if something was going to happen, so the beast makes the decision to rest, to be ready for what would probably happen. You look at your phone, 2 messages, and a reminder that you expected in the St. Michael's Cathedral by your sire. Well, what's the messages are about? On your phone you find 2 messages, one from Jason, your boyfriend, and the second one from Simba, your other boyfriend. They usually message you next to each other when they want to meet with you. What about Jason? Hey bitch! I was wondering if you would like to come and play with me and Simba at the club tonight. The doll spilled some tea to me about new go-go boys, so yeah, jockstrap hunt. I've already made Simba promise me that he'll come, so we'll just be missing you, and you know, the more the merrier, right? What about the Simba message? Good evening, Eric. Oh, Simba has a completely different personality. I hope my message finds you well and in a good mood. You've been on my mind since the last time we parted, as you always do. I want to inform you that our beloved Jason invited me to his club, asking me to promise I would help him with the little obsession of his. Since the 2 of us will be present at the usual establishment, I would love to cordially invite you there as well. I cannot wait to see you again. Well, time for Cathedral! You are dressing up well. The occasion calls for it. A true child of the dream has to represent many different values. To represent good taste, they have to represent style, and they have to look as if they were making a huge political statement. And what's most important, they have to be fashionable. It all means that you dress up in your skin-tight maroon turtleneck. Fair enough. Which perfectly clings to your body. You've done your recycled trousers and picked black shoes with a small heel, which you always take for special occasions, and since the sound of the heel echoes so well, for the last thing you take up your coat. It's custom made with fox fur and astonishing details, which picture Baroque-like fresques. It is your personal work of art, you've been told that. You get out of your apartment, your car being on its way to pick you up, since you called it a few minutes ago. The Toronto weather on this late summer night is very melancholic. You can smell the last drops of coffee, you can hear some late tourist gossip, you can see the local wildlife coming back to life. Ah yes, the old blood is pumping once again. Oh, what's on the street? You look around you, it's nighttime, at one of Canada's biggest cities. You can almost sense blood pumping in people's veins. So delicious, so fulfilling. You lose yourself in the feeling a bit. Maybe you're drooling, who knows? There's a black cat in the window in front of you. It is looking at you with reflective surface of its eyelids. Surface has an A, not an U. There has been more spelling mistakes, but when you replace U with a U, as in just a letter, I assume it's intentional. Feeling you, scanning you. Maybe it knows what you are. You lose the look of the cat when the car you've been waiting for drives by next to you. There's also a difference between lost, as in loose, and loose. With the one with the two O's normally implies that something is loose, like your pants are loose. The one with the one O normally implies that you have lost something. I get in the car. You sat yourself down in the back seat. The smell of chemical cleaning hits you right off the bat. You wonder if the car has been recently cleaned, or if it's freshly in the business. That bad sentence, but it's okay. Has been, and not am, business. You might want to check the spelling on that, because that is not how you write business. The look of it can be deceiving as well. There is no separating window between you and the driver, young woman, as you quickly observe, which could tell you that she is not a veteran in the business, at least not the kind who is done with their clients. You also don't see any snacks, charging sockets, or even, why not, contraceptives. The driver has to be new. I'm sorry, you're undead. What do you mean contraceptives? What do you need them for? I'm just gonna wait until to get to the destination because I want to know it's not inspire confidence in me. You quietly move towards the St. Michael's Cathedral. Everything around the building is very quiet. It usually gives you a sense of holiness. You always feel when you're near the cathedral, and this time it's no different. You slightly open the door and sneak inside. The cathedral is stunning as always, and the smell of incense still lingers in the air. You hear your steps on the marble floor echoing through the whole building. It's almost as if you were a mythical hero walking through a temple erected in your name, and the music is very appropriate for that. You go through the nave, looking at the pews, visualizing mortal masses praying to their lord, not knowing about the things that lay beneath the mortal life. You think about them being unable to realize what they pray in the temple of Michael, and you find it hard to stop smirking. Your sire would not approve of this, because mortals are the columns which keep the basilica standing. But take a moment to collect yourself and prepare for the meeting with your sire. Okay, time to go down the hidden trap door behind the altar. You move behind the cathedral's altar, where you find the old trap door which leads you into the cathedral underground. You've been told by your sire that the underground used to be inhabited by the city's Nosferatu, but when the Nephilim arrived at Toronto and took the cathedral for their purpose, Nosferatu had little to say about it. This is the power of Michael's blood. That is the power of the dream. You move through the dark corridors with a phone flashlight in your hand. The walls are cold, silent, and in a way, alive, as if the Nosferatu never left. You had a discussion about that both with your sire and your lovers to have a wider perspective, and all of them unsuccessfully tried to convince you that a Nosferatu would never risk something like that. You're still unsure about that, but for your own mental well-being, you try not to think about it too much. After a while, you reach the doors of the underground chamber. According to the information you've gathered after your first visit here back in the 19th century, when the building was housing St. Michael's College, the underground was some sort of secret spot for the Toronto's elite. Nowadays, it's a secret meeting spot of the Nephilim, where you meet with your sire to discuss important matters. It's not a very common practice, but when it happens, it is important. Important. You pull the handle on the doors, it's very heavy, and it depends a lot of strength from you. Demands. Demand is spelled with an A. That's why my brain is like, it depends. Nope, it's demand. After a moment of hardship, you manage to open the doors. You move inside the chamber, where you're greeted by the warm light of a fire, crackling cheerfully every now and then. Not then. Inside, it's because of the coniferous foliage. It smells like burned woods. You move to the center of the chamber, looking around for your sire. I'll just enjoy the atmosphere. You sit in the cold stone floor. You might have dressed appropriately for the occasion, but the freezing touch of the stone, which most likely remembers the time before the Nephilim came to Toronto, is dreadful. But you find beauty in it nonetheless. It makes your mind wander into the deepest and darkest place of your mind. A place where mind. Don't repeat words. A place where you keep dread of banality, ugliness, and common things at bay. Your mind wanders about the Nosferatu, as your sire once told you, the foundation of the Nephilim Basilica. Those who break the very law of the angel, but also those who are lost and in need of guiding light. By the way, my room currently has an unusually cold draft moving through it. I do have some issues with ghosts in this place, so if my camera starts acting out or shows anything weird, please don't worry about it. Your connection to the Nosferatu has been pretty sparse to this point. You obviously know about them, you heard the stories about the hideous visage, but truth be told, you never had the chance to talk with one eye to eye. Was it because the law forbids it? Or maybe they're just beneath the gaze of a young rose. You ponder on the subject for some time, but back to reality. You could swear that out of the darkness itself, your sire emerges into the chamber, dressed to impress in a well-tailored vest and pants. With hair tied up in a ponytail, he moves closer to you. You can see his calm face in the flickering light, but you can only guess what's on his mind. Good evening, Eric. I'm glad you could arrive here on such a short notice. I know that you, Jason, and Simba usually plan Fridays together, but I only received this message a few hours ago myself, he says, almost like he wanted to apologize. You can feel that he's excited about something, excited or worried, could be one of those, could be both. I received a letter from my sire, Anatolia, the true Nephilim, one of the last true heirs to Michael's dream. She wrote that she's going to honor us with a visit to see with her own eyes if the Toronto Basilica has made its effort to bring upon another dream. It's an opportunity for us all, Eric. The blessing of the true child of Michael could increase our influence on the city. Maybe the court could see that we are exactly what the city needs. His excitement is electrifying. Well, I'm listening. Lucius pulls out a piece of paper from his pocket. Here, have a look at yourself, he says, and he hands you the letter. You take the letter in your hands. It looks and feels like something sacred. A lot of effort must have gone into it, and it's easy to see. You're not someone who knows a lot about paper. The idea of even sending one seemed very novel to you. But it's clear that this letter is very important. You read through it, it's just as Lucius said. His sire is coming to Toronto to see if the Nephilim manage to take a hold of the city. He will come on the 29th of September for the Feast of the Archangels. It's not a lot of time, but I'm sure we will succeed, Lucius tells you. You look at him, curious about the time limit, to which he gives you a puzzled look, like he was expecting you to know about it. He quickly realizes that the excitement took the best of him. Ah yes, the time! When Anatolia asked me to build a Nephilim Basilica in Toronto, she gave me a set of tasks that would have to be done by the Dream Heir before the next arrival. Since she announced her visit, the process of completing these tasks should begin. It also means that you, as the one who carries the dream, will be Anatolia's champion. Eric, I'm sorry that you're learning about it only now, but this is the will of the Patriarch. I'll let you think about it for tonight, and tomorrow I'll tell you about your first mission. Good night, Eric, he says, entering the shadows and disappearing once again. Make my way back. Moving out of the secret chamber, you think a lot about what Lucius just told you. Arrival of, true Nephilim. True. The error is in the wrong place. A test of your relation with Jason and Simba. The will of the Archangel guiding you all through this. It feels weird to you. As if it wasn't the time. But Lucius seems to be sure, and he got the mission to prepare the foundation for it all those years ago. It has to be the time, but what if it's not? You move through the dark corridor, feeling the cold gaze of the walls on your skin. It penetrates the thick layer of clothing, as it can see what it wants to see. What kind of word is foundation? Foundation? I'm gonna assume foundation. Of the Nephilim Basilica, the Nosferatu. They will make a move, you're sure of it. Not sure in which direction, but sure nonetheless. You reach the trapdoor, you go through the nave again, this time no smell of incense in the air. It's late. Even then, the meeting seemed so short. You get outside and look at your phone. It's not even midnight. You also see a message from Jason and Simba. They're heading to the club and want you to let them know whether you're coming. I'm sorry I can't. I will explain tomorrow. Make your way home. Too distracted to think about calling a cab or anything else. You are not bothered by the cold anyway, though you catch a few discreet looks from people that pass you by. Thoughts of your work for the Nephilim Basilica invade your mind. The first visit to the cathedral, first meeting with Lucius, your embrace, first visit to the court, Lucius getting the approval of the embrace, even though the prince seemed very hesitant. These past years filled with tasks. What's more worth of support, Camarilla or the Anarchs? Should the Duskborn be invited before the Archangel throne? So many questions, so much more to ask. It has to be perfect for Natolia. The dream must take Toronto. The city's calm. It's pulled all of its focus to its different parts, like the body of a hibernating animal. It doesn't have to stay vigilant all the time. It can breathe from time to time. It can rest. You reach your haven, and I'm going in. Your haven, your safest place, your home that is only yours. It looks exactly as you left it. When you went out for today's night, you take a deep, unnecessary breath of air. The air goes up your nostrils, it marvels at the hospitality of your body, only to be pushed out in a moment that comes soon after. Breathing is fancy for vampires. A small and silly game of pretend. Not how you spell pretend. It helps to fit in with the mortal crowd, but it's the safety of Haven. It's just a joke. You giggle a little because of it. You take off your clothes, the jacket, the shoes, the trousers, until you're left comfortably with the bare minimum. Decent and humble t-shirt and underwear. It feels cozy, like the whole ritual, oh, so human-like and so fake. But it calms you, and you deserve it. The whole night filled with emotions. Really just nice to be able to flex in front of yourself. That you can be calm, that when life goes on, that the dream moves on to live through another day. With that thought in mind, you lay down in the sunproof room. It will be fine. You're not alone. Well, I kinda hope that you are. I mean, it's your bedroom, dude. Well, congratulations, bestie. You played through the first day of Feast of the Archangels. I hope that you found this experience pleasant. Not how you spelled pleasant. I have to say that I'm proud of what I did in the month that took me to make this demo. I will admit I had bigger plans, but my lack of experience both in game making and time managing stopped me. Fortunately, it only stopped me from meeting the 1-month deadline. I know that with enough drive I will be able to someday deliver a bigger game. And who knows, maybe we'll meet again during another Vampire Game Jam. For now though, I wanted to once again thank you for playing and I wish you a good night. With love, Posh. Oh my, we actually made it in the time before my cute music even ran out. This is just gonna be a night of short games, isn't it? It probably is. Well, first of all, quite short for something that's only text-based, and you really need to proofread these. It is so incredibly important. You know, when you are writing a game, and you're not too sure about some words, use something like Google. What I do is, Gmail comes pre-equipped with a spell checker. So if I need any kind of spell checking, which I normally only need for my tarot reads, because those are the ones that involve a lot of word, I will copy-paste what I wrote from Notepad into the email, and it will outline shit in red for me whenever my dumb brain doesn't work very well. It doesn't account for all the spellings. It normally doesn't account for the British spellings, which tend to have more letters, like color with just O versus OU, that sort of thing. But it works. It prevents you from writing things like pleasant or penis. How did you even write business? Because that was such a wrong way of writing business. Secondly, I'm semi-interested in this vampire social circle because one of his boyfriends I would hate from the start, but the one that is more formal and polite, that one is up my alley. I could read something written with it. I do like the religious themes. In general, I like religious themes. But because you wrote 1/7 of your game, there isn't any game elements to it. And I feel like no theme is explored deeply enough. This is just not enough for me. I know that you ran out of time, but I can't even judge this. It felt like it's like reading a book, but instead of like reading a book, you read half of the first chapter, and that's that. That's what this feels like. Anyway, moving on, as this is a day of short games, which I'm just gonna title a day of short games. Time to do the game that I have done off camera and been avoiding for doing, and you're gonna see why in a second. Hello, and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade Empire. This is a game where it's a clicker. It's a clicker. The woman smiles beneath her wide sun hat, but it is somehow still intimidating. Your skills impressed me. Why else would I have chosen you to be my child? Let's put them to the test now that you're kindred and see if it was not all just a fluke. I've secured access to funds for your endeavors. The whip heard that Garrus were eyeing different factories polluting their precious nature, so perhaps investing in those sectors might not be wise just yet. You know what happens to those who disappoint me. Now go. Build parks to appease the Garrow before trying to build factories. Build nightclubs to hire vampires to keep the parks safe from rival coteries. Build blood drives to pay your security. You only lose if suspicion gets high or if Masquerade is broken. Go and make $10,000. Oh! Okay. Free money, I suppose. So I can like zoom in and zoom out. And you build like that. I am gonna say that they did make this game faster since I last played it. Because I remember you would start with like $100. And it would take forever to generate any extra kind of income. I wish I could remove that because now it doesn't align. But I actually have to wait for it to be built to remove something. It's sad. Now let's just... Oh, wow. Why? Okay, apparently we were too suspicious. Your lack of ability had put you down. You were dealt with, my child, and my disappointment flies so high as the flames engulfing your entire society. What exactly rose that suspicion all that much? Oh, this time we can't even claim the money, so it seems. I? Yep, I'm getting 1 money per click here. Am I even generating any on auto? Because I'm generating 1 per click. Wouldn't Blue Suspicion be good? Hey, at least the developer of this game has severely sped it up. And there's a way to end it now, which is nice. Because when I did test it the first time, there wasn't. Unfortunately, no more nice $1,000, so I can't actually see what the Night Fight Club does without clicking all my way there up to what, the 100, which takes a while. Just really want to smack down the Night Fight Club and see what it does. Probably increases money, but I don't know at what speed. It almost feels like every minute I get like 10 money, which compared to my own clicking speed is so pathetic. Ah, the Knight's VIP. Come here, my friend. Let me show you our most comfortable seats in the back. We'll be able to talk more at ease. The flamboyant ventry leads you to a dim back room. Please have a seat and thank you for meeting me here. You know how a business owner can't have more than a few minutes to catch a breath. I hope the club is to your taste. I heard of your intruder problem, if we may say so. I would be happy to provide you with the means to protect the park from such tasteless rogues. However, as you know, such favors aren't usually free, and you have something I would like. I provide you with protection. You need to guarantee the sanctity of your domain, and you secure my access to the blood bank, as well as become an associate in my nightclub business. Okay, now we have 10 supplies. And I can't really do anything with it. I think this is how much it guards. As an area. Right, I think we had enough of, well, I had enough of Vampire Empire City Builder. Well, props to the person making it. It has largely improved since the last time I've played it. Clickers are still not necessarily my thing. They're sort of my thing. I tend to play a lot of idle games during my work week, but that is mostly because I can just set something going and actually not touch the game. But I'm playing things like Melvor Idol, which is running right now. I wouldn't be playing a Vampire the Masquerade clicker. That being said, props to developer. for making a clear end goal, for explaining what things do, for making this go a lot faster. And I think you might want to investigate that bug where you can't claim that $1,000 if you already played before, because I'm pretty sure that that's a bug, but you know what? You have impressed me, because this has been a great improvement since the last time I played it. I don't know if somebody that hasn't played it the last time will have a similar reaction, but hey, guys, if you want to go and play it, it's in the description down below. Hello everybody, well, we're still here. It is World of Darkness Shadowplay. This is one of the entries that has not been entirely finished because the person making it went super extreme on the art style. They really wanted to go for the Shadow Puppets play, and they were posting update videos every single week. So yeah, this is all their own thing. Witchfinder. Leviticus 20:27. A woman that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. Jessica Reed. Let me sleep. Deuteronomy 18:10-11. There shall not be found among you any that uses a divination, or an observer of times, or an enchantress, or a witch, charmer, or necromancer. To be fair, these quotes are so sad, because you know, necromancy is just talking with your ancestors' spirits, right? It's communing with the dead. It's not actually what we think about when we think necromancy. Divination. There has been so many ways that people have used to divine the future throughout the ages that such statements are really sad. Please, just let me sleep. Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. And this witch can suffer you droning no more. Bring me death. It does allude to a practice that is quite cruel, which is they do use it as a torture. Just deprive the person of sleep entirely. People break. Expecting trouble, priest. May your flesh be purged of sin with holy flame. Though I'm very interested that they built a whole crane for that woman. What goes there? None of your concern, heathen. Stop this barbarity. Douse those flames for God's sake. Blasphemer. Blasphemer. Remove yourself or face the consequences. I, Captain Walter Hargreaves of Her Majesty's Navy, hold deportation papers for one Miss Jessica Reed. I always found something strangely bewitching about the captain's oration. You dare to interfere with the Lord's work? We're here to serve a higher purpose. So where is your death warrant? Misplaced or at the brothel, I presume? Oh, Walter is just firing all the shots right now. Enough! To arms! Come now, gentlemen, let's be civilized. Civilized? Get out of my sight, priest. I have words with you later. Let the Lord's justice be done. Lower the winch. Okay, battle. Settle down. A wild-eyed witcher blocks Okay. So that's how we do the thing. Captain Walter Hargreaves considers his next move. Oh, from the looks of it, Captain Walter Hargreaves is a vampire for his status vitae. Let me just attack the Witchfinder. What if I attack the assistant? Ooh! Well, it's pointless shooting the assistant when assistant's dead. And I'm not entirely sure I can do anything outside of attacking. But at this point I should win before he wins. Alright, it seems that that was the right choice. Like, you needed to fire at the assistant at least once or they would have lowered the woman down. Oh, that's a happy music! Oh, what a happy boat ride. The last thing I remember was the sound of water on flame. I woke recovered from my ordeal sometime later aboard Captain Hargreaves' ship, the Goodwood. Oh no! The ship is named the Goodwood. We had planned this trip to the New World months in advance. My best chance of escaping the persecution from the church was to start afresh. Aw, hippie friend! Our crossing was plagued by storms, forcing us further south than we would hoped, and just when we thought trouble was behind us, a new threat loomed into view. All hands battle stations! Miss Reed, grab your rapier and stay with me. Aw, shit fight! Wait, Jessica Reed is a Tremere? Fair enough. So we have a heal and feed button now. If we just continue attacking him, he will be dead in 2 hits though. No! Aww. It's a shame that that's where it ends. I was actually enjoying it. Oh, good job. Aww. It was a cute little story. I just wish I knew how it ended. It actually... I really like this. I wish that you made a full game like this. This is just a night of exploring all the very, very short games. And I wish that you had the time to finish, honestly. It is sad that you couldn't. Welcome to VTM Night City. As I'm doing a whole bunch of games in one sitting, I thought, hey, I may as well throw in another one. It's a short adventure game. I wonder how short is short. I'm gonna add some points to strength. We can do like 2 of everything. We had a lot of points. Oh! Well, the music is absolutely lovely. Hi? Henry, until I find you, you know we shouldn't be here. You must go talk to Vlad. Where is? In the sewers. Just get out of this building, on the left. Okay. Alright, so there's a dude called Vlad. And he is in the sewers outside of this building. Okay! Don't let pedestrians see us. The cop sees you, you lose a masquerade, lose 3 and it's game over. To avoid this you must use the hood. Right click. Oh! Excuse me? My character is just like, fuck the hood. Fuck the hood! Completely. Would it help if we did all 3 stamina? What about like this? Would this help? You know, one thing is, it looks charming. And I like the music. There is a lot of doors to get out of the first building though. Okay. Vlad, at last you arrived. Yes, I'm sorry. Well, whatever. Listen, we having a lot of problems. Have discovered Sharknet. Those damned. But who? First light morons. Shit, what can we do? Do me a favor, try to steal a cell phone for me. I need to enter the network without being tracked, but don't get caught. I get it. Oh my. Okay, now our blood is going down a little bit. My hood stopped going down though. There's that. I need to steal a cell phone of somebody. But I actually don't know how to eat people, nor how to steal cell phones. Game, please help. I is dumb. This thing lasts for quite a while. Okay, she's just like, whatever kid. Whatever you're doing in here. Oh! Okay. I suppose I never actually realized that you have to buy your friggin' refills. Alright. Time to try again. Having 3 stamina seems to work. Because without having 3 stamina, we would be like running out of stealth mode all the time. It might have been because I put my hood on the inside. That might have been it. Okay, how about we go down? Okay, so now let's go and kiss some pedestrians. We have a phone? Yeah, we have a phone. Good! We're progressing through the game this time around. Excellent. It was time. Thank you. Those are difficult times. Be careful. It's something no. What am I supposed to do though? Outside of eat people. Oh. Now I am lost. Ooh. I do like how our character has just no regard for Masquerade at all. Just like, fuck all these people, I need to eat like several times a day. Oh my god, you can actually propel, whoa. We have the out-of-map superpowers. It does have a very pretty animation, I gotta say. Blade. Hey, hello! Hi, what are you doing here? I'm spying on some humans. They're supposed to come through here in 5 minutes. By the spies. It's none of your business. Since you're here, do me a favor. Go to the sewers and talk to the Carmilla. She has some very valuable information on these guys. Okay. I like how now I just have like full-on hoodie mode for forever. And it's fine. I also like how nobody cares from the people. Are you? Nope. You're Vlad. Okay. Oh. Police officer has discovered a couple of corpses. Yeah, makes sense, considering that I am leaving them absolutely everywhere. I swear I saw the woman somewhere in this direction before. Yep, I think it's here. I do want to eat some more people before I go down though. Blade asked me to bring him the papers. What? I cannot give those papers. It's sensitive information. I just do my job. I really do not care. I don't want to be compromised. Let me make a call. Hey, okay. And? Well, all yours. Up. Time to eat a civilian again. I'm just gonna run out of civilians, and that is a problem. The streets really need to refill. Come on, people, be more alive, please. And whoa! My computer does not like this game right now. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. This is for you. Blade is accused of seriously violating the Masquerade. You will have to go to court. That because? Not play the fool. I'm not going anywhere. As you like. Martin, you too. Go carefully, we will be watching you. Oh! I clicked on everything and I don't know if that did anything. Oh. My money. My stuff. I will probably run out of blood meter in a second. And I'm kinda considering just letting it go. Whoa. Because we would otherwise need to find somebody else to do a quest for, and I think that just that side just drags on for forever. I don't actually know what dollars do. And I don't know how to use this thing. Yeah, at least my stealth thing no longer goes down. That literally everybody saw that. No other way around it. But the policeman was like, whatever, the person ran away, so it's all good now. I also like how the princes are like, hey, we're gonna be watching you, despite the fact that I'm just here making all the corpses. Even making the whole game lag out. Really badly. Hi? Shit, not again. What happened? This damn machine failed again. Right now that I'm very busy and I don't have time for another problem. Need help? Oh god, yes. Can you see what happens to my computer? I will go to a place, some cameras in the house of a subject, you know, the normal. I am not a technician. I don't know how to fix a computer. Don't forget it, thanks. But if you want, I can take care of the cameras. Oh really? You would do me a huge favor. Give me information about the job. Well, you must go to the house of a subject to place 4 hidden cameras around his house. A human lives in the building next to the warehouse. Enter through the window. It has a flower pot. It will be easy to recognize which is your apartment. Okay. Hey Murda, what? Can you do me a favor? What do you need? Take this laptop to Constantine. He is below. Okay. How below is below? This is for you. My guild told me to give it to you. Great, thanks. Up. Okay. Now we can find missions, but we're also just about to starve to death. Yep. We ran out of Vitae. Well, for now, I am gonna leave it right here, folks. And this has been VTM Night City to end a lot of games in one sitting, honestly. I did not expect them all to be that short. I know that there's some like mega games in there, so we will probably just have sessions of one game. So this is a flip side of that, where Murta frantically searches for games in the middle of recording. Main issues with VTM Night City for me is the fact that the corpses, I think, are lagging up the whole thing. And pretty badly. Like, they're just piling there and lagging it up all very slowly until I have like 2 FPS for some very bizarre reason. Otherwise, when you're having a conversation, it would be nice if the blood meter stopped, and I have no idea what happened to the stealth meter the first time when I went outside, nor do I know what happened to the stealth meter doing absolutely nothing ever since. So yeah, those would be issues. Otherwise, hey, it's a delightful small game. Thank you for being one of the few people that actually went for like a legitimate game. And it has nice graphics and I liked the music. So hey, it may not be perfect, but you made it in a month and you should be proud of yourself. So hey, which one of these was your favorite? Favorite dudes? Go ahead, comment it in the description down below. And I am gonna see you the next time. Toodaloo!